Hi everyone. Now in today's class we will go through preparation methods for ketones, right? For ketones only. We will not be going through aldehydes. So let's look at the methods to prepare ketones. The first method that we will see is by the action of dialkyl cadmium on acid chlorides. For example, the reaction of dimethyl cadmium with acetyl chloride or benzoyl chloride, right? So, and how dialkyl cadmium is prepared? It is prepared by reaction between Grignard reagent and your cadmium chloride, right? So first we'll look at how we make dialkyl cadmium, right? So it will be 2RMgX plus CdCl2 cadmium chloride, right? It will form R2CD, right, plus MgClX, right? So this is how you will prepare dialkyl cadmium, right? So here you have two, here you also you have two, right? So now let's prepare. Let's use acetyl chloride, right, plus let's take diethyl cadmium, right? So if we take diethyl cadmium, it would be CH3 CH2 whole twice, right? Now it will give you CH3 C double bond O. One of methyl chloride will react with Cl to give you ethyl, one of ethyl will react with Cl to give you ethyl chloride, and one it will replace it, CH2 CH3, right? Here you have 2 plus you will get CdCl2, right? So what you have got is a ketone, right? You have prepared a ketone. Now similarly, if you have, say, dimethyl cadmium and benzoyl chloride, right? You do this reaction in dry ether, right? This reaction is done in all these reactions, even this one is done in dry ether. This reaction is done in dry ether. So it will form a ketone. You see you have a ketone group and 2 alkyl groups, so this is a ketone. Now here this methyl will replace this Cl, right? And then you have CdCl2, right? So this is your acetophenone, and this is your ethyl methyl ketone, right? Now let's look into the other method, and one important thing that you need to look into here is that we cannot use directly Grignard reagent in this reaction. The reason being these ketones formed, right, will react with Grignard reagents to form 2-degree alcohols, right? So we avoid the direct use of Grignard reagents because they react with ketones formed to form 2-degree alcohols, right? Now the second way is by reaction of, let's take methyl magnesium bromide, right? Let's take by reaction of Grignard reagents with nitriles. Nitriles, you know, nitriles have this triple bond, right? So let's see how nitriles will react with it. Let's take a Grignard reagent CH3 CH2 MgBr, ethyl magnesium bromide, right? Ethyl magnesium bromide will react with CH3C triple bond N. Now here carbon has higher electronegativity, so this has negative charge. magnesium has lower electronegativity, so this has plus charge. If you look at this acetonitrile, nitrogen has higher electronegativity, so it has negative charge, and this has positive charge, right? Now this is a simple reaction between positive and negative, right? This will get attached to this, right? Sorry, this will get attached to nitrogen and this will get attached to carbon, right? And then the addition product that will get formed, you do hydrolysis of that product to give you ketones, right? I hope this is clear. This reaction also take place in dry ether, right? So kind of product you have here is CH3, CH2, CH3, right? Then you have carbon, nitrogen, and you have MgBr, right? Now this will undergo acid hydrolysis. This will undergo hydrolysis to form CH3, CH2, CH3. When this will hydrolyze, it will form a ketone, right? I hope this is clear. And the other products that gets formed would be, since it will be MgOH-Br, right, and ammonia. The two products that will get formed would be MgOH-Br and your ammonia, right? So this is a way to prepare ketones. I repeat, Grignard reagent will react with nitriles. This is your acetonitrile in dry ether, wherein first an addition product will form. It is easy to understand, right? Since carbon has higher electronegativity in Grignard reagent, so this has a negative charge, this has a positive charge. In this, nitrogen has higher electronegativity, so this has a negative charge, this has a positive charge, right? Now it will go to here, nitrogen, and this ethyl group will go to this carbon because this is negative, to give you this addition product. Now this addition product will undergo hydrolysis to give you this ketone, right? I hope this is clear. Now if you take CH3MgBr, right, plus HCN, it will give you dry ether in presence of dry ether, right? It will give you, this is your plus, sorry, this is your negative, this is your plus, right? This is your negative, this is your plus. Now this negative will come here, right, and this will go to nitrogen, same as before, right? You get hydrogen, right? Then you have nitrogen, double bond, this will get combined here, MgBr, right? And it will undergo now same hydrolysis and it will form HCH3O plus, you get MgOBr, right? The same type, the same products you will get, the same byproducts, these products, ammonia plus MgOH-Br, right? So when you use, what I'm trying to show you here is that when you use hydrocyanic acid, you will get an aldehyde, right? This is aldehyde, CHO group is aldehyde, right? But when you take other organic nitriles like acetonitrile, ethyl nitrile, then you will get ketones. So to prepare ketones, you should not be using HCN, hydrogen cyanide, because you will get aldehyde in that case. The third way is that you do Friedel-Crafts reaction. The Friedel-Crafts famous reaction is an electrophilic substitution reaction that we have been doing from quite a long time now. Friedel-Crafts reaction, and if you remember, this reaction is a way to introduce acyl group into the benzene ring, alkyl group or acyl group into the benzene ring. So we'll be taking one benzene compound, reacted with chloride, say acid chloride, in presence of anhydrous aluminium chloride. We take this benzene, right, treat it with, say, CH3COCl in presence of anhydrous aluminium chloride, right? In presence of anhydrous aluminium chloride, what it will form is, this H will react with here HCl, right, and it will form, this is your acetophenone, which is a ketone, right? So what we have basically done is, like I said, that Friedel-Crafts reaction is a way to introduce acyl group into the benzene ring. So this is your acyl group. We have just introduced this entire group, acyl group, into this benzene ring through this reaction in presence of anhydrous aluminium chloride. Right? This is the basic thing of this reaction. Now, if you take this benzene plus benzoyl chloride in presence of anhydrous aluminium chloride, it will form this compound, right? The name of this compound is benzophenone, right? Now, to prepare benzophenone, there is one more reaction. To prepare benzophenone, you can prepare it using this reaction. This is your, if you remember, phosgene, carbonyl chloride. Right? It will react to form this Cl will react with this H. Right? This Cl will also react with this H. To form benzophenone in presence of anhydrous aluminium chloride. Right? So this is a little different reaction. Just remember, with phosgene, right? COCl2 phosgene will react with benzene to give you benzophenone, or benzoyl chloride react with benzene to give you benzophenone. Right? So this is your Friedel-Crafts reaction, and remember, all these Friedel-Crafts reactions, we have done the mechanism earlier, are electrophilic substitution reactions. Now we'll go through the last reaction, which is your Fries rearrangement, which we have done earlier also. Now, using Fries rearrangement, what we do is we take esters, right, and these esters will undergo a rearrangement reaction to form ketones. So this is basically a rearrangement reaction, right? So your phenyl esters, say, in presence of anhydrous aluminium chloride in carbon disulfide, right? COCH3, phenyl esters with anhydrous aluminium chloride, right? With anhydrous aluminium chloride, when you heat this phenyl ester with anhydrous aluminium chloride in carbon disulfide, right, what you will get is this group, right? The acetyl group, the acyl group, this group, this CH3CO group, this group will migrate to ortho and para positions, like this. These are ketones. These are phenyl esters, right? And one important thing is that in this reaction, that if you want major product to be ortho product, this CH3CO group will migrate to ortho and para positions, right? Now this ortho product will be obtained at higher temperature, whereas this para product would be obtained at lower temperature. Right? So if you want ortho product, you need to maintain high temperature, and this reaction takes place in anhydrous aluminium, in the presence of anhydrous aluminium chloride in your carbon disulfide solvent. Right? So I hope this is clear. Right? You have 4 ways. First was when we reacted your dialkyl cadmiums with your acid chlorides, right? And dialkyl cadmium was prepared from Grignard reagent, right? And we cannot use Grignard reagent directly because these ketones formed will form 2-degree alcohols. Now if you come to this second, ethyl magnesium bromide with acetonitrile, that means when we react Grignard reagents with nitriles, right, it will form your ketones, right? Then your Friedel-Crafts reaction, which is a way to introduce alkyl or acetyl group into benzene ring, it will form ketones, right? Whereas one important reaction here is when you react Grignard reagent with HCN, it will form an aldehyde. You will not get a ketone if you use hydrocyanic acid. Right? Then you have a Fries rearrangement, right? It's a rearrangement reaction where phenyl, this esters, right, will in the presence of anhydrous aluminium chloride in carbon disulfide will form ortho and para product. Ortho product is stable at higher temperature, whereas para product at lower temperature. Right? I hope all this is clear. Thanks.